This level is like the center of like the Thunderdome. These grenades with worms. I don't know what the hell. It's a grenade with an eye that explodes into 3 worms. And then there's just a brain dancing on the floor. Like, what jerk thought of this? He was a genius. That probably took years. Like, that probably took several years to come up with. Maybe 20. Can you imagine, like, you open the door of your son's room and you're like, what have you been doing all this time? And he's drawn like a grenade with eyes. You'd be like, that will change the face of modern warfare, son. Because if we had sentient grenades, then we wouldn't even have to go to war. You could just be like in Iraq and you'd look on the floor and there'd just be a grenade rolling across the floor. And, you know, the Muslims in the caves would just be like, what the... And the grenade would be like, surprise, I have AI, and it'd just blow up. And it should play like a really funny, like the Happy Days theme song or something. That would crack me the fuck up. Like, not the murders, but like, just the idea of it, I guess. It's not really murder because it's war, though. Like, if you're like a serial killer and you join the army and you shoot a child in the face, it's fine. It's the rules of warfare, okay? I don't recommend shooting children in the face. I'm just saying, like, that's what they do. Like, let's not sugarcoat the harshness of war, because, you know, I may or may not be an ex-Marine. You don't know. This is incredibly hard. This is probably the hardest thing I've done in my entire life up to this point. And I once ate 30 eggs. But this is harder. Jerks. These stupid grenade worm brains. Like, what are they... Why? Why does this exist? Doesn't matter. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a worm in a cage. That's so clever. That's like the most clever thing I've ever said in relation to Billy Corgan. That's probably the most clever thing Billy Corgan ever said, too, if he said it, but it was me, not Billy Corgan. This doesn't even make sense. Why are protoplasm being attached to chains to attack a ball? Like, maybe they're testing, like, the germ theory of disease, and that's how they're doing it on worms. Like, it's a worm experiment. Why do they always do experiments on rats, like scientists? I was thinking about that the other day, because, like, it turns out that if you give rats sugar, they gain weight. Well, a human isn't a rat, or a mouse, so it's mice, not rats. But, you know, maybe that's just the rat. Maybe that rat just likes sugar. Like, are you saying rats can't have personalities? Mice? Whatever. Maybe some prefer sugar. Because I'm sure that there are some crafty mice out there. Like, I'm sure some mice are smarter than others. Could you ever see a mouse, like, on a ball? Like, that's gotta be a smart mouse. It's like, even a human being can't, like, balance on a ball, but, like, a rat can push a ball. There are some babies that are, like, babies are pretty fucking stupid. Like, I've known some really stupid babies. Like, a baby has an IQ of, like, 6. And a mouse has an IQ of like 5. Well, maybe like 7. So it's close. This is stupid. This guy's called Professor Monkey for a brain because he has a monkey for a brain. But it's just stupid because he runs away and you have to chase after him. Even though you don't actually fight him, you fight a Robot Chicken before Robot Chicken was a show on Adult Swim. I'm not even kidding. They stole it from this. Because there were no robot chickens before then. They stole it. And that show was directed by Seth Green, who later went on to star in The Identical, one of the greatest films of all time about an Elvis body double. Available on Netflix and other fine BitTorrent websites. This part's really where the game gets annoying. This is the most annoying part of this stage, because it's actually pretty creative what you do here. It's goddamn worms. Not the conveyor belts, but this here where you gotta... The fans make you into whatever. You get your health, all your health restored, and a whole bunch of ammo too. Because there's not really much to do here, you're just kind of like moving through. So yeah, if you've ever had ringworms or other kinds of intestinal parasites, then this game probably was really scary to you, because this could happen. It's symbolism for having like intestinal parasites, which you can get from eating uncooked poultry and various... You can get it just from eating ringworms. Like, they sell them. Like, if you're in like Bangladesh, you can like buy a bag of ringworms, and they won't even stop you. It's totally legal. They'll tell you it's like an ancient Chinese weight loss secret, because you can actually get a tapeworm, and it'll be like that'll be like a thing. Like, you can lose weight because the tapeworm will eat the fat. It'll eat some of your food. So, I mean, it's disgusting, but if you want it, you can lose a lot of weight with a tapeworm. Because I did that in the 90s, and I lost like 100 pounds. Because basically, when you're feeding yourself, it's like you're feeding a baby, but the baby's a tapeworm. It's almost being like a pregnant man with worms. Well, actually, it's exactly that. Except instead of pregnant, you don't give birth. It just slowly eats away your interiors until you die. But up until that point, it's awesome. This chain here is alive. You don't want to touch that chain. You need to get on that hook. If you go on the chain, then you lose. It's just there to waste your time and make you feel like an idiot. This whole level is like designed to make you feel like an idiot, because everything's a trick. Maybe this whole game, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, there's a part coming up. It might be this part where like you're just gonna die and there's nothing you can do about it unless you have full health and you run really fast. Yep, this is it. This is almost like the sub-boss of this level, but it's just, you don't fight him, you just run away from his ass. I guess maybe you can fight him, but I never did. I always just run away from him. I don't know how to kill him. He'll just keep showing up, like his sprite will just follow you around. Like, how do you get there? Fuck this. It makes no sense. It doesn't matter, because now you get to fight the eyeball enemies from Zelda Link to the Past in 2D form. It's the same enemy. That's the eyeball from Zelda Link to the Past. Must have been the same artist who just thought flying eyeballs were such a great idea. They're not. They're stupid. Every game developer, they'll like be like, oh, look, an enemy, and they'll just draw an eyeball on something. It's not clever just to put eyeballs on things, okay? It's something a 6-year-old could do. Come up with a new species or like a new plane of existence that's not been known before. Or eyes or noses or something, like really deep and esoteric. I don't... Ah, fuck! That's really hard. I can't believe that they did that to me. Whatever. This time, I have a new strategy. It's called not being a piece of shit. I think it'll work. It's not working. Fuck. It's not working. The reason I just run away is because if you stop to kill everything, you're gonna take damage anyway, so it's just like, why not just run by it? But you have to get to a certain point to get to the boss. Fucking balls, man. I think I fucked up again. God damn it. Why is this game so mean to me? It's because everything before this was easy, and now the game requires elite hacks or skills to beat. I have 80% health now, so I should be able to just run battles. These stupid fucking eyes. Now I have 0 lives, so I can't die or I'll have to start the whole fucking level over. It sucks balls. Have to, because oh, if you just run across this, he can't touch you. It's funny. Oh good, a continue that I'll never be able to actually use. It's possible to kill the boss with just this, but it's gonna be really hard. He's got 2 parts. Okay, that was easy. I might be able to do it, man. Last time I counted, I had hit him 14 times. So let's see if it's the same thing here. No. And he's got a bomb, but I don't know what it actually does, because it never actually hits. Oh, is that it? Nope. He should be next to dead. I don't know what the fuck the bomb does. He's not... There we go. He falls to the bottom of the screen. You can't get to his stupid ass. Fuck, you stupid chicken.